Hello, boys and girls. Lord Hawkeye here again. I'd like you to join me as I slowly drive myself insane with this fishing achievement and I talk about a rather interesting question that was brought up. That being, is capitalism the cause of slavery, or is it responsible for slavery in any way? This is a very common accusation that gets brought up, and I just wanted to talk about it. Well, there's a couple of rebuttals to this. First of all, slavery has existed about as long as governments have, which is about 6,000 years. Slavery has only existed for capitalism has only existed for a couple centuries, maybe. So already this gets a little bit of an iffy argument. How exactly is capitalism responsible? Also, there's also the question of, is slavery even compatible with capitalism? Now, the capitalism is, at its core, a system of trade where there is no legitimized use of force or fraud. Everything's voluntary. This is not to say that force and fraud will never happen. It's just it's not legitimized, it's not institutionalized, it's not legal. It's basically, anyways. So, if capitalism is all about voluntary trade, slavery really doesn't fit in there because there's no such thing as voluntary slavery. If you're voluntarily working for someone, you're an employee or possibly a charity worker. You are not a slave. Slavery is by its nature coercive. So there you have another problem. The two terms really are not compatible with each other at all. And because no human being has a logical claim on another person's life, slavery really does not fit in capitalism at all. So this is really a completely baseless accusation. But while we're on the topic, let me present you with a little thought here. Let's say you wanted to paint your house red. You decided you wanted to see what it looks like red. So you get all set up, and your neighbor comes up to you and he says, "No, you can't paint your house red. I don't like red." What would you say to him? I'm pretty sure most of you would say, "Well, this isn't your house, sir, so..." Oh, damn it, shark. Sorry about that. I think, ouch, nasty. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, so if your neighbor tried to say, "No, you can't paint your house red because I don't like red," I'm pretty sure you'd quite understandably say to him, "Well, sir, this is really not your house, so you really don't get a say in the matter." Which is quite fair. He doesn't have a say in the matter. It's true it's not his house. If you wanted to order a certain meal and someone said, "No, I don't think you should eat that. I don't think that's good for you. You should eat this." Once again, you'd say, "Well, that's no concern of yours. It's my body and it's my money. I decide what I do with it." Other people may not like it, but they don't get a say in the matter. Jeez. Anyways. And this goes on, like, if you wanted to buy a new car and someone said, "No, you can't buy a new car. That's not a good investment." Once again, you'd say, "Well, it's my money, not yours, so once again, you don't get a say in the matter." And this is and we all generally understand this. If someone wants to do something with his own property and it does not affect you, then you don't get a say in the matter because it is not your property, it's not your decision. And we all understand this amongst each other. It's when we get into government where suddenly this seems to take a back seat. For example, the government, through taxation, is essentially saying, what you earn, we get to decide how much goes to us and how much you get to keep. The only way the government could take a position like this is if they believe that the fruits of your labor belong to them, and they let you keep some of it as their generous gift to you. Or let's say about the war on drugs. They tell you, "You want to put something in your body? No, you can't put that in your body because we don't like it." Or doing some types of trade. You're not allowed to, some types of voluntary trade, not allowed to do them for whatever random reason. So, could this not be construed as the government claiming that they own your body, they own the fruits of your labor, they own your property even? Like, eminent domain. If the government thinks they have a better use for your property than you do, they can just tell you to move out and give you whatever pittance you want, send you on your way. You don't get a say. So is this not claiming ownership of your property? So the government, basically, according to them, they own your property, they own the fruits of your labor, and they own you. I hope you're seeing where I'm going with this. So, no, there's no logical or empirical reason to claim that capitalism is the cause of slavery or even encourages slavery. It is actually completely contradictory to everything capitalism stands for. And if you want to look for the real slavers in society, you might want to look at your government first, because, like I always tell people, look at what your government does and ask yourself, would I accept this behavior from anybody else? If your answer is no, then you might want to rethink your position a little bit, because your government are not special people. Are not special. They're not gods. They're not saints. I've told this to tons of people, and they don't seem to get the hint. Anyways, that's my little talk for the day. Until next time, be aware and be wise. And while you're at it, watch for sharks.